Back again with another video, what you need here. And we're talking a couple of hot topics for the day. Anthony Joshua talking about self-belief and Mayweather training some people. And of course, we have the Showtime roster, as well as several other things we want to talk about. First, let's talk about the Showtime roster a little bit. So Showtime putting out a roster of the upcoming fights for the next 5 months. Looks very, very lit. We're talking about championship fights. I spoke about these fights, most of them already. Jason Rosario versus Jamel Charlo. It's a unification fight. Then we also have uh, Jamal Charlo taking on uh, Derevyanchenko, which is a very good fight. Those are two very, very good competitive fights. Tank versus um, uh, Leo Santa Cruz. Got Chris Colbert on the card. We have Angelo Lee versus Stephen uh, Fulton. That's a good fight. I already talked about that. And we have several other cards out there. I don't know which of the fights you're really interested in on those cards, but really great stuff. Deontay Wilder, they showed some footage of Deontay Wilder coming back. And then, of course, Anthony Joshua just was up in the news day, posted up something about self-belief and self-confidence. And that, this is a business that's not for the faint-hearted, because fans turn on you 1 minute, they're praising you 1 minute, turn on you another. And that's very true. And since I'm kind of pro boxer, I would try to defend the boxers out there and also set the record straight on boxers. And I was just doing a live on a Facebook group just a minute ago or so, and just talking and setting the record straight on some information that was really false about certain boxers and certain fighters. So yeah, once again, just trying to set the record straight, on certain things and talk about boxing. I think one of the things, like I said before, and I think a lot of us kind of share that sentiment, is we cannot be tearing down the stars of today. I think a lot of us are tearing down stars of today, and some of it is kind of classless, especially the people who don't have no reason to tear them down. They're really not coming from any perspective except that they don't like the fighters. And I've seen it over and over again. Just recently, I was on YouTube, and one guy is trying to argue the case that Andrew Ward, didn't beat Sergey Kovalev, and then he goes into the low of the lows by saying that he hit Sergey Kovalev with a series of low blows, and that's why he won the fight. And he's a dirty fight and all this stuff. And I just didn't understand why you had to go there. Like, why you got to make up shit, and lie about the fact that this dude was fighting clean. It's just that he stopped the guy with body punches, which is something that he's good at doing. You know what I'm saying? And I listen to people even try to tear down Vladimir Klitschko. I mean, the man was remarkable when it comes to jab work. Okay, yeah, he used to pull you in, hold you, clinch you, whatever on the inside. He was strong like that. But you know, a lot of times we look to tear down boxers to raise other boxers up. And I have a problem if you're talking something critical of a boxer where you're speaking from a factual perspective or from a mechanical perspective. But it's another story when you're really trying to tear them down because you like this fighter so much, you're going to just tear down all these other fighters around you. I just don't understand that. Talking about some of the other upcoming fights that are on the roster for Showtime, you guys can talk to me about those fights and which ones you think are the best. Um, we'll keep it moving here on what you need. That's what we do. We try to put out some pretty good content. Sorry, I accidentally pressed the button. Yeah, we're trying to put out the best possible content that we can put out right at this point in time. I'm just chilling right now. I'm gonna hydrate myself a little bit further. And we're talking boxing here. Now, there's another title that I'm supposed to talk with you guys very soon. Try and get to that title, which is concerning the Lineal Championship and why the Lineal Championship is not considered a world championship today. Okay, and we'll get into all of that pretty soon. Um, but in the meantime, I'm what you need. You're watching my channel. Uh, hold on a second. All right, back again. Yeah, I was just looking at the Showtime cards and the Showtime fights over the next couple of months. And it was two other fights I wanted to talk about that's really stand out. Erickson Lubin versus Terrell Gosha. That should be a good fight. That's a good matchup fight between two really good fighters. And, some people argue that Gosha beat Austin Trout, but it is what it is. But that's a very good matchup. And the other one is Nonito Donaire at, I believe it's bantamweight versus, you guys can pronounce it better, Nordine Obali or something like that, who was a former world champion. So that's a good matchup as well. I mean, Showtime had some really good matchups. Some of the matchups not that great. I don't know. At least I don't know fighters. Lipinets is facing somebody. Colbert is facing somebody. I don't know those two guys that those guys are facing. I had to do my homework on that. But by and large, what I'm seeing is really good fights and really good fighters to back up those fights. So I would love to see how that would pan out for the Showtime card. I don't know if you guys are really interested in those cards, but that's some really good matchups right there. And we got some pay-per-views as well. It looks like on the same night with Tank fighting and the two Charlos, that whole card is a pay-per-view. So that'll be very interesting to see how that pans out in September. I think it is 26th. That should be a good look to Showtime and see how they make on their pay-per-views, right? I haven't heard anything from Fox yet when they're going to put out their stuff, but was listening to Espinosa. He was talking about, trying to put out quality, not just quantity. And that's some quality fights right there by Showtime. I'm going to give them that thumbs up on that. That's some quality fights right there. Of course, not to be left out, ESPN and Top Rank, if they're going to be putting on two quality fights for this year. Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez. I see Teofimo Lopez sending messages to Lomachenko all the time. So that's interesting. And also, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. And we know Deontay Wilder is training now and he's getting down to the business at hand. Let me tell you why I think that fight, that matchup is a good matchup. I mean, first of all, Deontay Wilder, he dropped Tyson Fury, right? And y'all know about that, how he dropped Tyson Fury. What was it, like almost a knockout from hell? It looked like he was knocked out. And they said he came back from hell or from death as the Undertaker. That was Tyson Fury. So Wilder put him down twice in the first fight. And in the second fight, Tyson Fury put down Wilder, I think it was 3 times or was 2 times, probably 2 times as well. I think they both rewarded each other with, I think it was 3 times because he knocked him down. No, it was 2 times. Look at that. It was 2 times Tyson Fury knocked down Wilder because Wilder, he finished off Wilder on his feet, right? 2 times he knocked down Wilder, which is interesting. And Wilder knocked him down 2 times. Now, I don't know if that was premeditated or planned or if these guys are working with it. But I'm glad that we're having the third fight. And let's just see how that thing pans out with that. Hold on a second. There's a little bit of distraction in the back. All right, let me just put the link for the StreamYard really quickly. I'm going to spend like about 5 minutes again with you guys. If you want to hop on, say something. If not, no problem. I've been doing streams throughout the day on various forums. On various forums. So you guys are welcome to join, jump on, and do your piece. I'm going to step out for a minute. But like I promised, tonight we will talk about, or this afternoon, we will talk more about the Lineal Championship and why it is not a world championship. I'm going to talk about that in much more detail. Those of you interested, remember, you can come through. I just put the link there, so if anybody wants to pop on as a guest. Not much activity on YouTube in terms of people looking at my videos, which is interesting, which doesn't bother me to no end. I see videos that nobody was responding to, and all of a sudden I got 100 views, whatever. All right, the other topic is Mayweather training. What I want to break down in the training, though, what I want to break down in the training is what he was talking about, keeping your opponent at bay. And it's interesting because when he's talking about keeping your opponent at bay, he's actually entering within the opponent's reach and working his body with short chopping shots. So what Mayweather was showing, young guy, was not to throw the shots so long and lengthy. You gotta, even if you're gonna throw it away from your body, you gotta hook really nice and short chopping shots. And he was going to the body, was going to the head, He would use the jab, slide into the inside of the opponent, and then he would start ripping shots to the body or to the head. Short chopping shots. The reason why you want to have short shots, you want to have short shots inside of your opponent's shots. So you turn it over really nice and quick. You turn it over onto the inside of your opponent. You're not trying to overextend. You anchor and you throw it in on the inside, right? And those short chopping shots, the guy he's training, man, I like his form already. But he's training. I think it's his nephew or something, his family member. But he's doing a great job of the younger guy. He's really crisp with his shots and stuff. And he's slim, and I don't know what's going to happen. But Mayweather ain't playing. He's training. He's training people. He told people, he's training, and he's keeping up with his training. He's training young guys. I really like that. I appreciate it about him. But short chopping shots on the inside is what he was talking about. And he was also talking about when the young guy, he had him doing the jab, right hand, left hook, jab, jab, right hand, left hook, try to perfect that. But I can get his positioning, get his balance, all those kinds of things that was going on. But what I appreciated mostly was how he was showing how to get your opponent off. You see, a lot of times people think that getting your opponent off of you means that you got to box that opponent. You got to box that opponent from a distance. But sometimes you gotta work them on the inside, and that would make them lay off as well. So he was showing that young guy inside game as well, which was really interesting. And he'd been talking about it in a video before as well, how you got to keep them off of you, you got to use short shots on the inside. He was using short hooks on the inside, and even he shortened up his jab and made it more like a hook, sort of like on the inside. I thought that was very interesting because, again, you got to watch it. How he positioned his body, his head slots, his upper body movement, but also how you got to get low. And I also try to explain to people this, that like squats in boxing is like the most important thing. It's about getting low. All right. Now, I want to just put a shout out to Jeff Mayweather, who's also on his channel, has invited people to come train with him. All right. And he's going to be doing sessions online, so we could actually pay through whatever medium that they're going to have, and have those online sessions. I think it's invaluable. I think it add to your archive. I think I'm going to take up his offer on that, as well as Coach Eric Bradley. For those of you who don't know, the Fight Doctor Master Boxing, you guys need to check out that channel. It's very, very good channel. Very precise understanding of different things, and maybe it doesn't add to your arsenal, but the fundamentals do. So you need to know your fundamentals, you need to know your footwork. I think Flo was working on footwork with the young guy as well. He's so much to boxing. Like, I try to do something every day, but I'm nowhere near the level of these guys. Like, I'm not even as tight or nothing, But I'm still working on it. I'm an old guy, but that don't mean nothing. Just make sure I keep my body healthy, keep my body fit. I need to shave a little bit, but I'm in pretty good shape. Pretty good shape, So anyway, looking at the specifics of that training session, I think you can learn quite a lot from it. The other person I saw training was Ryan Garcia. Man, that guy's ahead of the curve, man. What he was using with you would call that it's like a punching bag, but it's not a punching bag. It's called something else. It helps with your reflexes and stuff. He's using it to train as if it is a sort of as if it's like a trainer doing pads with him. It's very innovative what he did, Ryan Garcia, and he's showing you everything. He's showing you his whole, just like how Mayweather show you his whole repertoire of offense and defense when he's doing pad work with Roger Mayweather. Where Ryan Garcia is doing that without a trainer, and he's doing it with this. I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's a thing that it springs forward and backward like that. I forget. You guys know what it is, for your reflexes and everything, and your rhythm. He's doing it to rhythm and everything, and it's really beautiful. I forgot what the name of it is. You guys probably know what it is. I can't remember the name of it, but I was really impressed with him because he's showing the repertoire of his defense and his offense, his snapbacks, his, rolling punches with the shoulder, his offense, his jab, his hooks, his counter rights, his lead rights, his right hooks, his sweeping rights, like because in that stance, and that was another thing I was interested. You know, it's like one thing built off another. You saw Mayweather showing the young guy how you're basically like it's so many things to talk about, but oh man, I wish I could demonstrate it, but I can't. So it was like he was showing it's not just a shoulder roll, like it's actually an extension of a hook. I didn't know that, but it's as he was as Mayweather was like as Mayweather was like demonstrating to the young guy, and he's literally positioning himself and actually throwing a hook. And I realized because that's how the check hook comes. It's a continuation of the shoulder roll. But remember what Virgil Hunter said that you got it's like a collapsed guard. It's like a collapsed extended right hand. It's like the lead hand is still there. It's just that it's collapsed into the shoulder area, and you can get the punch on it and it roll it. Okay, so gosh darn it, so much I want to say, but if I could demonstrate it somewhat, but I can't really. But I'm gonna try. Okay, I'm gonna try. So let me put this up because you guys don't need to see. You don't need to see my lower body. So for example, here I am, right? Now, if I was just boxing, right? If I was just boxing, this would be my lead hand. It'd be extended out here, okay? I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't even know what angle I'm at. I'm a little bit short-sighted. Okay. So this is my lead hand. So if you were to, for example, throw a punch, I could block it out there, you know, I can catch it out here, right? And I can parry it, right? I can parry it. I can slap it down, go over the top of it here. If you go over it, I can rock back like this, and this will protect me, so I can roll it a bit, right? That's the extended lead hand. Also, I can hook off the hand, right? I can hook off the hand, right? I can hook you off the hand, and so I can catch you with a hook, right? I can hook off the hand. All right. Now, if I had my hand in this way instead of extended out this way, see, the lead hand is everything in boxing. Even on the inside, okay? Even on the inside, my lead hand is going to control and steer. In fact, if you look at Coach Eric Bradley, right? Throw the punch, 1-2, right? You throw the 1-2, control him, turn him, I turn him, right? And then I can do whatever else I want to do. I can throw my right hand. You guys can't see that. So you guys can't, you know what? Let me just move a little bit further. Hold on. So you probably can see me out here much better, right? So I can 1-2, right? 1-2, right? From this position, I can keep my lead hand out here or keep it back on my chin, right? Boom, boom, right? Or I can boom, 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 right? And then if I want to, I can extend it back out and control the guy and turn him this way, right? I turn him this way, I pivot this way, I turn him this way, I can hit him, boom, or I can hit him down here, boom, right? Come back up to position. If I want to, I can again control him and I can turn him this way, right? Because I'm controlling him. If I control him here, if I take my lead hand, I control you here with a blade, right? And I turn you, I'm turning you. You know why I'm turning you? Because on my way, because you can't counter across this. You can't counter across this. And even if you do, I roll the shoulder like this. I rock back, roll here, and still turn it. All right? So see, the lead hand is the controller in the whole thing. Now, Mayweather and the guys who use the shoulder roll, they take this extended guard, which is a guard because I can slap things down, protect. That's a guard. I can protect it this way as well. Block the punches this way. I can tuck it in, right? I can tuck it in and block right here, right? So instead of having it out this way, it's in here. But the illusion is, okay? The illusion is that there's nothing there. So you can attack my chin, you can attack my body behind here, you can go around it and hit me here. It looks like you just come straight down the middle and hit me here. But it's not, it's an illusion. Okay? Especially if I got the right footwork. So if I'm this way, watch me good. My feet are in a different plane. You can't see my feet, but my feet are all this way. Okay? My feet are this way. But my upper body is this way. See, this is the illusion. This is how guys like Hopkins, Mayweather, they get away from it. Okay? They get away from it. Now, what I'm saying is, what Mayweather showed, which I can't show perfectly, but I'm gonna try because I keep the fundamentals. So I come this, I go here, protect my chin. I don't really use the roll, right? But what he showed is, first of all right, this is what I use to deflect my punches and protect my chin, right? This is what I use. But check this out now. Check this out now. This really is a hook. You see it here? Right? I'm not doing it properly. But you get the point. Right? It's a hook. That's why I move some stuff out of the way. That's why Mayweather is able to do this. He's able to do it. Again, short shot, right? You're coming down the center. You're attacking me here, my chin. So what do? I check hook you here. Short and chop it, right? I come here, and then I just, and then I pull away, okay? I pull away. Why? Because I'm basically rolling you, but it's a hook. Can you see the hook right there? See my hook? I am hooking. So I can hook you and pull out of the way. You see? I hope you guys are seeing that. So it's an extension of a hook. And when he was in the cut here, he was showing the hook right there. Right? I don't know how I'm looking, but you get the point. From the side, right? I can hook you to the body. Hook. Right? I can hook you to the body. Hook. Now I'm doing it. Okay? So you understand? That's the difference. It's not just a roll. It's not just parrying to protect yourself. It's not just parrying off. So for instance, a guy coming at me, I'm not just gonna, no. This is also this. Watch. This is also this. All right? This is also this. It's also this. I can counter you as I'm moving back. I can throw combinations as I'm moving back. And no matter which way I roll, with the roll can come offense. With the roll can come offense. You see? All right? See? With the roll can come offense. I'm not doing it properly, but you get the point. All right? I'm not doing it properly. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is what Mayweather was showing that young kid was it's not just purely defensive. It's actually an offensive tool with defense in it. And he was showing short chopping shots on the inside. So when you get up inside on a guy, when you dip, I slide up on him. Okay, slip and slide, right? So you see me here, I'm watching at you here, right? And then I'm up on you. I'm up on you right here. Okay. But what can I do? I can hook you right on the side and chop you up at the center. I can hook you and chop you up at the same time as rolling you. All right. Short chopping shots. You understand? Short chopping shots. Right? Short chopping shots. So I can get inside of you. And if you a long rangey guy, right? Keeping me off of right? You're a long rangey guy. Right? Right? I can get inside on you, inside on you, unless you collapse down, and I could actually head control you if I need to. Right? I can head control you if I need to. Right? Like I can throw, and I'm a southpaw. So if I throw a lead left, I can pivot around you. So here I am. I slip the punch and I throw a lead left, and I pivot around you. Pull you this way. Right? Right? I come over the top, back here. Yep. Right. So that's the thing about boxing that makes it beautiful. And so Mayweather was showing you that this guard, okay, this guard ain't what you think it is. It's actually, and Virgil Hunter talked about it, hard across my chest. It's also this guard. It's this guard as well. All right. It's just a collapsed guard. Kind of like this is a jab, but on the inside, it's a collapsed jab. I got my guard right up on you, right here. I'm not pushing on you, right? But I'm finding out where you are. I find out where you are. I'm right up on you like this. See what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. I'm nowhere near that level, right? I'm just working on the fundamentals, but I just thought I would talk to you guys about the strategy behind it and how you control your opponent. Should you burn more calories than you eat? No, then you'd be hungry again. That's if you want to lose weight. If you want to lose weight, yeah, you burn more calories than you eat. If you want to get smaller. But if you just want to maintain weight, you burn what you eat. You burn off what you eat. It's not easy to burn off what you eat to start with. But yeah. Yep. So this is me. So I'm kind of big. That's me right there. Trying to stay in shape. You know what I'm saying? There you go. It don't matter. It don't matter how you look. It's not how you look. It's the functionality of it. Anthony Joshua was talking about that too. But Anthony Joshua, man, he a dog, man, and I like his attitude. I like his attitude. I've always liked his approach to things in life and in general. And boxing is a sport that's a truth teller. He'll tell you, you can talk how much you want. You're gonna have to back that up. You're gonna have to end up in that square circle and back it up. Not just about winning, even though that's important in competition, and we have winners. But what I'm talking about is just you, Poopy Sistrunk, getting up in that ring. You won already because you're facing a fear, or you're facing something that most people will never face in their lives, which is somebody coming at you to hurt you, and you're going to hurt them. But it's honorable in the sense that it's as real as it gets. You can't play that. It's not just points you're doing. This is something where it's real, it's combat, and it's not quite like it. Okay, there's nothing quite like it. So it's the real deal. It's the real thing. I advise anybody who has problems with anger management or something, sort it out that way. If you got an issue with somebody, instead of, a lot of people are cowardly. They pick up weapons, they pick up guns, or they attack you if they have some power or authority, they use that power and authority and they try to attack you to get at you. That's the wuss's way. That's the coward's way. Making an even playing field. That's what's honorable about boxing, in my opinion, except for the ones that cheat and use steroids and stuff. It's an even playing field where both guys have the equal opportunity of stepping in there under conditions that are equal and dealing with handling the issue, And to me, that's a truth teller. So, like, I remember when people were saying, Andrew Ward, he lost the first fight to Sergio Coppola. Andrew Ward said, run it back. Let's run it back. Run it back. Run it back. He wasn't afraid to face Kovalev a second time. He said, run it back. Right? Truth teller. If Sergio Kovalev really beat me, he'll beat me again. Because everybody know a real boxer, a guy who really could box, he's going to do an easier job the second time than he did the first time. If you really know how to box and you mastered another guy's style, we know what's going to happen. It's like with Tyson Fury, right? Deontay Wilder. We're gonna see a trilogy, right? We're gonna see a trilogy. By the way, Poopy Sister, I'm gonna come across to Christ I Am Disciples channel in a minute, and I'm gonna make sure and do the Snyder Cut because we got something coming up, and we'll talk about that. But yeah, if you so good and you beat me the first time, and everybody said you were robbed, and so run it back, right? We run it back, and Mayweather did that. He ran it back with Maidana. He ran it back with Castillo, right? And Oscar was a split decision win on the boards. He should have run it back with Oscar. He never got to run it back with Oscar. But but I personally thought he beat Oscar 8-4. All right. I thought he beat him, especially coming down the stretch. He beat him. But hey, run it back. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has any questions. If the official decision says split decision, run it back. That's what real champs do. It's like, oh, you thought he beat me? Okay, let's run it back. And I think they were supposed to run it back at welterweight, which would not have been good for Oscar. I'll be honest with you. Oscar wasn't looking good going down to welterweight. It wouldn't have happened. But then we got a couple other guys. Roy Jones Jr., run it back. James Toney, run it back. They ran their fights back. Mike McCallum, okay, you thought he beat me? Okay, let's run it back. You know? And that's the way how boxing is. You get a rematch if they say, oh, it was so close and blah, 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 blah. All right, we run it back. If it really was the case. With Pacquiao, I don't understand why anybody would want to run it back because, I mean, Mayweather had no problem running it back, but I just didn't understand the Pacquiao thing. To me, Pacquiao got completely beat, outclassed, and just outbeaten. Okay, the check hook, the lead right, and the jab was working for Mayweather. He didn't have to do nothing else. You know what I mean? Lock him up in the earlies, lock him up every now and then, and that was it. That was an easy fight for Mayweather. Now, guys like Sugar Ray Leonard and those now watching it now, they're like, oh, it was an easy fight. It would have never been an easy fight from Leonard and those guys. Now seeing what Mayweather did, of course, yeah, absolutely, yeah, sure. But yeah. If you want to know a little bit more Poopy Strong about anything, just ask me, man. Ask me. If you want to pop on here, even ask me. Come on as guests. I got a link right here. Don't be afraid. You guys are just too afraid to go up on social media. Y'all be talking so much smack on social media in being unanimous. Listen, man, we need to come out and start speaking. And I was looking at the Black Lives Matter thing that's going on in the world, and people are standing up for other people. I like it. I like what I see in communities. One woman, she was trying to call the police on some black people because she was jealous what they had, and the whole community came down on her head. And I'm gonna say this: we got to come out of the shadows, people. That's what Justice League is all about, anyway. Zack Snyder's Justice League. So let's. I'm gonna be supporting DC for quite a lot. From here on in. Hopefully, we can get into the cinema soon. If not, Netflix, whatever. It's the future anyway. But guys, you gotta understand. People who are running the world the way it is, they don't want us to be together. They don't want different races, different people, different cultures to work together. They don't want that to happen. All right? They don't want it to happen. And we as people, we need to talk, man. We need to be more vocal about things. All right? But Poopy Strong for your health, important things eating. I ate some meat and stuff. I think I had pilau today with some chicken and stuff from my brother and sister-in-law. And by the way, I should tell her thanks for that. It's good. I'm still, I'm working my businesses and stuff. But I haven't been doing a lot of business for the last couple of weeks, but I'm about to step it up a bit. But I've been on here talking about boxing with you guys because I believe that you guys, it's just good to talk boxing and break down the beauty of boxing. I think a lot of you guys just, I wish you would just do some boxing so you can appreciate what I'm saying to you. The different styles of boxing. People talk about the Russian style. There's no such thing as a Russian style. There's no such thing as American style. What it is you got slick boxing, you got inside fighting, you got swarming, you got outboxing, which is boxing from the outside. Okay, you're boxing from the outside. You notice I'm just boxing. I catch the jab. I can catch it. I can parry the jab. Right. Parry the jab. Right. So there's different things going on with boxing. You got mid-range fighting. Gennady Golovkin is a perfect example. Canelo does it too. So it's fun. This is what I want to talk to you guys about, the fun parts of boxing. I don't even care who the boxer is. So those are the upcoming fights that are happening. Hoopy Sit Strong. If you need to know more, let me know. You can give me your weight, whatever, and we're gonna work together. We're gonna work together. I'm gonna do some online stuff with you guys because I'm just as green as you guys when it comes to boxing. But I love it. I love it, man. I love the sport. All right. How much you need? You will watch my channel. We're talking about some upcoming fights. The next video will be it's 5:10 now, so I'm gonna go do the video on lineal championship and why it is not a world title. I'm gonna talk about that right now. So you guys check out whatever you want to check out on my channel. Those of you want to donate to my channel, feel free. It's Western Union, and you need to know who my name is. My real name is Ansel Phillip. I'm on also Facebook. I've been putting up some stuff on Facebook and some Facebook groups. One Facebook group kicked me out of it. I'm getting used to people kicking me out of groups now, and it doesn't even faze me because I realized, that when you keep on persisting with what you're doing in the front lines, you're going to get that kind of treatment. So it's cool. But 100%, you're going to realize that what I was saying all along was true. And whether they acknowledge me or not doesn't matter because I love boxing. I don't care what anybody says about me, or I don't care what people think about my image either. The important thing contributing to the sport of boxing is to help people to be more knowledgeable on different aspects of it. That's the whole point behind this channel. Don't forget, Coach Eric Bradley, the fight doctor, master boxer. Don't forget, Jeff Mayweather. He's also training people now online. Check him out. And also, my boy, how could I forget? Troy King, the baddest, illest man, killer Tatum. I always support Troy King. Troy King, from since the days of Ego, Boxing Ego, when Troy King was introduced, and I realized this dude really knows his boxing. I really started to really listen to his channel up to last night. I think I was watching his stuff, and I advise you guys to check it. I love his channel because it's an educated view on boxing, and he even enlightened me on things I didn't even know about in boxing. And of course, Coach Eric Bradley is the man, and they actually do boxing, y'all. I got a couple other channels on there, but you guys check it out, and we'll talk more boxing. Now, once again, don't get it twisted. This channel will be doing some big things in time, but before we get to that point, we have to make sure. I have to make sure that I am doing the things I need to do concerning boxing itself, actually fighting. All right. Catch you guys later. What you need. We'll put out another video in a couple of minutes. That's the lineal championship. So we're gonna talk more about that. And another thing I just noticed. For those of you who's checking out different fighters and you might want to have interviews with different fighters and so on, they're more accessible now. I'm seeing fighters doing interviews with different people, and it's really cool to see that. So I'm talking about average people, and they're doing it, and that's really cool. Some of them they know, of course, but you guys might be able to catch an interview with one of those guys very soon. Because I'm really looking for more judges, how they judge fights and stuff, because I wanted to follow up on that. Tommy Temper always wanted me to follow up on. Anyway, man, the video's not going to be this long from here on in. We're looking at a maximum of about 20 minutes, okay? Deuces. I'm out. Peace.